Welcome to our afternoon session where we'll try to explain the theory that we've been talking about this morning, just to try to help you, to give you an understanding of what the plot looks like and how do we dig the planting station. But I think most of us, we are new, so we don't know exactly how this must be done in field. Remember, what we are doing, everything with minimum soil disturbance. Okay, so that's our number one priority. We are not going to disturb the soil. We're going to disturb it as minimum as possible. So whenever you come to your land, look where the general slope is. Where, if it rains, where will the water flow? Does it flow this way? Does it flow that way? Does it flow that way? Or it flows this way? Flows this way, right? But the river is going this way. Okay, so that also helps you. If I put my rows going this direction, I've created a highway for erosion to take place in my field. So you need to make that it's against the slope, so that if there's a lot of water, your lines can actually help you to slow down the water movement in your field. Does it make sense? Okay, that's your number one priority, so that don't help erosion, try to minimize erosion, and you can do that by how you space your field as well. So we're going to make our first line following this tree line. Take it as far as you can. So we put the first peg down and the first line down. Then from there, we'll actually put another line that goes down the slope, which will mark our row lines, and we can start to put the pegs in. You see where they are? That's 39 meters. So that's the length that you need for your field if you want to grow or plant maize that can feed your family for a year. So it goes up to where they are. That's the length. No, don't move the book, but that line is straight. So our number one step is just to peg our field. We put this line and that line to mark out our field. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
You fix it here.
That should be 3 meters, right?
You remove this
one. That should be 3 meters.
This one, it is this one.
Okay.
It
3 meters, 375.
1, 2, 3, 4,
375,
6, 7,
25.
5 here. There's the one fixed there.
Then 25.
Yeah.
Then you count here 5. This is 5. And then you count 10. 7, yes. 7.
Yeah.
50,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
I hope we shall not fail.
70.
You fix the mouse.
It is right.
If you start putting outside, all your pegs must be outside. If they're inside, all of them must be inside. 2 standards.
You expect?
Done that. Then after marking out our field, the next step will be to clear this grass, which is eating an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? Does anyone know? A piece at a time. Okay, you can't just cook it and hopefully you can finish it. Okay, so you do it one bite at a time. And that's the same as well when you go back to your field. You can't finish all your field in one day. What have you done? We have actually taken off the weeds that were stealing moisture and nutrients. Now we have done land preparation for our field, okay? After eating the elephant or clearing up our land, we are going to dig the planting stations, okay? The planting holes, if you want to plant maize, 60 centimeters by 75 centimeters. Right, now the next step is to dig our planting stations. We said the slope is going that way, so when we dig, we'll look where the marks are. There's a mark here. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So your handle must be here. Or we're going to dig a furrow if you want to plant things like beans or any other crop that is very close spacing between plants in a row. Is it clear? I'm just doing this for demonstration. If this is a maize field, you just do the planting stations. If it's a groundnuts field, you just do the lines. Are we together? I don't want to see 4 lines of this and 1 line of this. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Then after that, we are going to put either compost, manure, or fertilizer. And we're going to demonstrate how do you do that, where you put 1 cup of manure at each planting station, or we put 1 bottle cap of fertilizer in each planting station. So we're going to use exactly the same amount of manure in each planting station. Okay, I'm just going to put 1. Someone will push the wheelbarrow and follow me, do the other one. Someone will push the wheelbarrow if you have the license. Oh, the straight line. Spread it this way, in a straight line, okay. Okay, then after putting fertilizer, we're going to cover the soil a bit. Remember, if you put this fertilizer and seed contact, you burn your seed. So we want to separate the seed and the fertilizer, and we're going to do that by putting back a bit of soil so that we separate the seed from the fertilizer so that you don't burn your seed. Then after covering this, the fertilizer, we're going to plant our seed, where we put 3 seeds per each station. Then after it has germinated, we'll thin down to 2 plants per station. But we are going to plant 3 because there's no seed that is 100% germination. Even though huge agro dealers will say, my seed is 100% germination. There are so many factors that can actually affect that, like rats and other elements as well. Yes. This is how you plant, okay? You put 1 here, 1 at the end, 1 at the center. You see that? Yes. Okay? 1 at the end, both ends, and 1 at the center. Okay? Don't cover it until I inspect. You can put your seed and stand next to your seed. 1 here, Father, Son,
Mother,
the Holy Spirit. Okay, this is how you cover. You guys are here. Can you watch me? This is how you cover. Put the soil, cover it completely. Okay? No. Not too much. Not too. Wait. Let me give you the instructions. This is how you cover. You take the soil. No clothes. Okay. That's how you cover. Take the soil. Put it in. That's how you cover. Okay? One last activity.
Can I give you back the stick?
Why do we mulch?
Keep the moisture.
Keep the moisture. What next?
Usually in the sense of
Weeds, erosion. Sorry? Okay. Managers, there's a lot of mulch.
Can you use plastic mulch? No.
Okay, I think we are done. I'll just demonstrate how to plant beans. Then you apply the same rate. 60 centimeters. 60 centimeters. Okay. This means not to waste fertilizer. I will stop here. Okay, you got it? If you want to put your seed, again, like what we say, you cannot put seed on top of fertilizer. So what you do is you put the person who's standing on the string. Okay, it's fine. You cover the fertilizer a bit with soil. Okay? Do you have bean seed? I don't think so, right? Then you put it 10 centimeters apart, right? 10 centimeter there. Then you just put it in the furrow, And after you've done that, you cover it with soil. Okay? Nzukebo? All clear?
Question.
Yes.
From the next furrow to the next one, what should be the measurement?
If it's beans, it's your 75. If it's groundnuts, we dig another one in between, which is 37.5. Okay? Okay, but I hope this practical session was helpful for you guys to see the big picture. How do you do it? And you can see how easy it is. But I think your biggest challenge now will be finding mulch. But yeah, you can do it. Do it a piece at a time that you can. And you can build on that as well. So that's the size of the Pfumvudza plot. You can see the 28 planting station. And I've shown you also the measurement, how far and wide it will be as well. One round of questions whilst we are here.
I was thinking of going the other side to ask from there, but I can see this mulch is very heavy. And when seeds are germinating, you know, they are not only weak, but okay, let me just use that, they are weak. Will it not delay the germination? Will it not affect its ripening up?
Okay, I think I explained it when we were not here. What did I say?
Where the holes are, you're not supposed to cover it mulch. Just put light mulch.
Light mulch, okay? Not too heavy. Wherever you put the hole, put light mulch. Once it's grown outside the mulch, you can put the mulch back, okay? To cover as much ground as possible to disallow weeds from growing faster, okay? So, but when you plant, please put light mulch, yeah. Maize will push through because maize will have like all its leaves. Where's the pen? Anyone with a pen? Okay, so a maize plant will grow like this, all leaves folded together. When it's out, when it starts to see the sun, it starts to open up its leaves. But for beans, I would say wherever you put a line, don't even put mulch, just leave it open because beans grow like this. Then when they start to see the light, then they just open, then push the leaves, okay? So for beans, make sure that you leave it open, but for maize, you can put light mulch and it will push through the mulch.
All the legends we don't
have. Yes.
Can you clarify on the use of compost manure and the other fertilizer?
Okay.
There is confusion whether we use them all together.
You can use them together if you want. If you have, there's no problem. Or you can separate it. Because why I use the two options? A farmer might have fertilizer, a farmer might not, so that they can have the two options. But it will be beneficial to combine them if you can, especially in your initial stages. Because remember, your soil is lacking organic matter because every time you burn your field or you take your residue to feed your cows, so there's less, your manure will actually bring that organic component into the field as well. So in the initial early 2 years, I would recommend you to use both, but you can use one or the other as time goes on. But as agro dealers, I'm sure you always encourage them to use, yeah. Yes.